All right. Mini project 4.
Mini project 4. Let's see here. Somewhere.
Excuse me.
Is it just the three of us now?
I think so, yeah.
I had a little problem. I'm not used to importing data.
Yeah, I didn't quite figure that out.
So I had to hand input a lot of stuff. So if I go to my sheet 2, if you'll see here.
Did either of you copy and paste?
I copied down this part here where it showed the temple and the year and the date. But then I had to add this column here and put the year that it was dedicated.
Okay.
And then I had to number it. So I had to hand input all these years here.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
And I had to go down and look up what dates for the temples that are being refurbished or reconditioned or something.
Yeah.
I had to look up the original dates because it didn't give those. It gave
right. Yeah, I was wondering if that's what we were supposed to do. I think I just put them down at the end since they're.
Yeah, there was a note in our things that if something's being reconditioned, considered as being open still.
Okay. So there was only 8 of those. Is that correct?
Sounds right.
I believe so. Yeah.
I've already.
Where did you find the original dedication of those temples?
I had to go into each. I had to Google it basically for each temple.
Okay. That's what I did for Kirtland and Nauvoo. For sheet 2, where you have to do the cumulative. So, how many temples did you include?
Well, I have a total of, where is it? Let's go back to sheet here. 161 temples because they said to include the originals as if they were open.
Right.
So 159 plus Kirtland and Nauvoo, correct?
Right.
Meaning 161.
Right.
Okay.
So without. Okay, that makes sense. So, I guess I didn't add the 8, so I'll have to go back and do that.
So here's my numbers that show number of temples while dedicated while that presiding. And then I took that, like here, I took that number minus the previous one to come up with how many were dedicated while that president was in there. That was the question. And the first one is the number of temples dedicated while they were presiding. Did you catch that?
Yeah, but I don't think this one was you're on sheet 1, correct?
Right.
Yeah, I think sheet 1 was not supposed to be cumulative.
Right.
Right. That's what I got here.
So I think your first column is what they're looking for.
So like here it shows President Hinckley did 81. And President Monson had 31. So all the different prophets and how many were dedicated while they were in presiding. So
okay. And did it say?
So did you figure out a formula to do that automatically, or did you do that by hand?
No, I had to do it by hand. I couldn't think of a formula that would go in and associate the year with the president and the number. I even went back through some videos trying to see if there's something we've learned that I'm supposed to be using.
No, there's nothing that we've learned, I don't think.
No, I think this is where it was saying that we haven't learned it yet. So if tallying is okay, so I think that's fine that we do it by hand. But man, it sure would be nice if they taught us the formulas first.
I mean, I spent most of my time just gathering the data. So
Right. Yeah, that's yeah, been my experience too. So as far as creating the graph, once you've got all the data, you can just go into that column B and then hit Control and then copy column E, right? And that's what you're creating.
yeah, I went here, Control, then I went there,
Now
and then insert.
that's the cumulative, right?
That is, well, that's right. That's the cumulative. I picked the wrong one, didn't I?
Yeah, you'd want to do column E. And I think you did that. It looks like
Yeah, I did do that. I just picked the wrong one here.
Okay.
Then did the insert graph, and I just kind of sorted through what I thought looked best.
Yeah. No, looks pretty good.
Had to change the color of the numbers because I couldn't see them like it showed us how to do.
Okay.
The font.
Cool. So that one doesn't look too bad. What about sheet 2, the second graph? That one is cumulative.
Where did I hide it? It's somewhere in here. I'm guessing we need to put them on their own sheets according.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to take copy.
Yeah, you'll need a third sheet with both graphs.
Should I put them both on one sheet, you think?
Yes.
I think that's what it said to do.
This was a hard one because of the numbers, trying to find one that would show the dates.
Oh, right, because it has a hard time before 1900, or is that?
No, it just all scrambled up. So I found one finally.
Okay.
After sorting through there. And this was my choice of what looks good, and I just kind of colored it. Did a little.
So what graph is that? Which one did you use?
That one is a bar graph up here. Well, let me do it. Let me just select the data and start fresh here.
Well, you can just you can go on the graph and it should tell you, I think.
Yeah, just select the graph.
And then do the no, I think it's the one down. At least shows us the style.
Like I said,
Go up to. I know you can change it.
Yeah, you go up here to design.
Yeah, change chart type. I was hoping it may.
Should just
right now that's a line chart.
Okay, so it's a line.
Because I did the bar one and it was really fumbled up there a bit, and then the dates didn't come out very good.
Right.
No, that one looks good.
And I went to the bar chart. So, no, the line chart. Sorry.
Okay.
And picked that one there. So
that's not too bad.
Then played with the font and the colors a little bit. I like the blue just for fun, but anyway.
Yeah, that'll look good up in the conference center.
Yeah. But anyway.
So yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. Once you get all the data, you just kind of plug it in and make it look good.
Like I said, I hope they show us how to import data like that with the commas. How do you separate it by commas or something? I was trying to Google something. That's what it said. You can separate it by commas, but I could never figure it out. So.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll learn at some point.
But wasn't a bad assignment. I think it's mostly so we can jump into our exam here.
Right. Yeah. And we don't have a meeting on Thursday.
Right.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So
cool. Now it's all jump into that and get it done, because I know you have to do some research to get it done, I noticed. So
right. Yep. So yeah, I think this one's pretty straightforward once you get that data in there and then just plug it into the chart and you're good to go. So
now, as far as this Hangout, it said to attach a link to our submission to our chart somewhere.
To our chart?
Yeah, there is no, I couldn't find a place where you submit that we had the meeting.
Yeah, that's what so I went to the discussion board
Mhm.
and I asked if we were supposed to submit a link to the actual Hangout, and I did not get a very clear answer.
Well, I went back about 2 weeks, near the first week, and he had a little video he showed as an introduction there.
Uh-huh.
And he said, when you submit this project, mini projects, you need to submit it with the link included somehow.
Okay. So I'll just email out the link to you guys.
I guess, and I could put it in the notes when you submit it. You know how it leaves you a place you can write some notes.
Yep.
Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back.
So I think that's what we'll do. I'll go ahead and email out because I forgot to do that last week, but I'll just email out the link, and then you can just copy and paste that into your
Copy and paste that into the notes or attachment somehow there.
Yeah, because in a lot of my classes, I do these Hangouts, and they want us to just put the actual link in the discussion board.
Yeah, that's how a lot of mine have been.
Right. I figured this one's a little different since they don't want us really.
Well, my wife took this class a couple semesters ago, and this wasn't even required, the Hangout.
Really?
You could either do it or not, depending if you wanted the help or not. So,
well, I appreciate it. I think it's.
Yeah, I think it's good. She liked it for a while there. Sometimes the class, she just kind of ignored it. But
yeah,
he's going to take 4 points away if we don't. So.
Right. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll get this link to you guys, and then we should be good to go.
All right. Well, you were no help about importing data, so.
Yeah.
So, I can show you kind of what I did.
Yeah. I'm going to share. Let me unshare. How do I unshare?
I think I have to control it, but I got you there. Okay. Do you want to share your?
Yeah. Let me. Okay. So, hold on 1 second. So this isn't like at least it made it somewhat easier than going and doing it hand by hand.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just open a new tab here.
Okay.
So I came here to this paste paste special, and I did the Unicode text. This will put it in basically each into a different
column,
different cell in the row or in the column.
Is that the one that broke it up by the commas?
So kind of. So it's basically, so each, they're organized. Here, let me try to explain this a little better. So you can see that it's broken up by these right here. So each of these columns are just basically a different cell, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Do you follow me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did location, date. And what I did, so I wanted to do a formula to do this, but I couldn't figure out a formula that would a pattern, right? So these three essentially go on this first. And these next three go on the second row. So there's a pattern there. So I wanted to figure out a formula to do it. And so the easiest way I did was I did 5, right? A6, A7. So that is basically saying A5, A6, A7. Right. I did A8, A10, And I did one more A11, A13.
Okay.
So, and then I highlighted all these down. You can see that it counts.
Oh, look at
it
that.
keeps the third, every third, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I highlighted all of this. A find and replace.
Okay.
A's. And I replaced it with an equals A. I replaced them all. So when it replaces them all, now you have the formula in there, basically calling, this is calling, this cell, this is calling this cell.
Right.
Yep.
It does. That's nice.
So that was the only way I could think and figure out how to do it. So it's kind of,
It's one step above what I did, at least.
Yeah, it's better than tallying.
Better than going through the whole thing
Mm-hmm.
by hand.
Yeah, that's for
Saves
sure.
a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I think I'm going to do that.
That's what I did.
Yeah, that's smart.
So, and then basically,
Sort.
so I have that all in this sheet. So I actually created a temple data sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I'll have my total operating temples. I haven't done everything yet. I was just getting all the data first. And then, so I'll have this sheet. So I've started this here. And then I'll have my sheet for my temple charts. So at least I have all my data in one.
Yeah.
Give me just a second, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't done that before using the replace thing, so
Right.
didn't know about it. I knew you could do it, but I just didn't know how to do it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't gone over that yet.
Sorry, I'm supposed to be picking up something at my back door here any second from my wife.
It's all right.
That's all right. I think we've just about got it. I think we can probably
Close this out.
yeah, close it and just get it done and start working on those exams.
Yeah,
Cool.
That's going to be the big thing.
All right.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, you too.
Sounds good.
All
I'll
right.
get this link to you guys.
See you next Tuesday.
Thanks, guys.
All
Yeah.
right.